Hi, it's Lisa Free, 22. How is everyone doing this cold winter season? Arctic blast here in Louisiana. So we're getting ready for the fun, traveling to my mom's house for Christmas and getting together with, one brother and sisters, and then back here for the big finale. Our grandson is 5.5, and he's pretty much the star of the show. We all have our own gifts that we've given to ourselves, a new car and a trip coming up and things like that. So we're good. Maybe a few stocking stuffers, but other than that, it's all about him, which is great. I'm sure he's happy. And then he's taking off, for a little adventure while his mom is at career training in the Guard. And he's going to be staying with some other family members, and it'll just be a new experience for everyone. They'll all get to enjoy each other and get to know each other, and connections will be made, and who knows what the future will hold. So it's all exciting, and I'm going to be, having some time just for me, so everybody wins. We're all going to have some great adventures. So I hope that good things are coming your way as well, and everything, turns into a good thing even then when we think it isn't. So look at the blessings in it and make it fun, make it fun, make it everything that you can based upon the things that we've been learning about the law of attraction. It's our reality. We create it. So we can either make it, miserable and hard, or we can make it fun and interesting and see everybody, with new eyes and a new heart, because we've learned so much about ourselves and we're worthy, and we're no longer, looking outside of ourselves for that validation. It's within us, and it's so powerful and exciting to be able to set yourself free and set everyone else free around you, because they are not now responsible for making you feel good or happy or anything. We choose. And it's just very, very wonderful. I'm excited, to continue into the new year with that understanding, and make it even more and more and more becoming natural, which it is natural. That's who we are. We're here to feel good and have fun and be happy, and that's where our power lies, and that's where, Jesus was teaching us to have joy and peace and happiness, and really tap into things that you don't see with your physical eyes, but that you want to be in your reality, and make it so. He wants us to prosper and be abundant, and we've lost that understanding. We don't even think it's possible or doable for us. We just kind of settle in and think, oh, this is the way it should be, and I'm okay with that, but really we're not okay with that. We need to have higher expectations for ourselves and for others, and really find that true love that permeates everything, because we are one light and one energy with each other, all across the globe. And our light and our radio signal of vibration is bringing more and more of those kinds of things to us. The more we focus on it and understand it to be absolutely possible, we can open that door and, let our imaginations play, and just make it really, really fun. Start having more fun. And I was looking up the word imagination, because I don't feel like that's some people are really easy getting there. I don't think I am as much, but I'm working on it. Ways that you can do that, and one of the ways was, get out of your comfort zone, take yourself a trip, where you're in new places with new people and new adventures, so that you stretch and you grow and you realize, I can do this. I can do this, and it really feels good. And also to use your voice in whatever way you can to feel good, laugh and play and be silly and make funny noises and, do the things that we used to do as children that we've lost because it's not proper anymore for us to do. But find people that's what they do, and get connected to them, and then really let yourself be in that place, not be so serious and so restricted within yourself, because your spirit wants to play. Wants to play, wants to have fun, wants to experience new things and meet new people and go to different places. So, use your imagination and just let it be whatever. Don't have any boundaries. Just feel it and focus on it every day, knowing that it is possible and it will come to you. But you have to, like I say, the resistance is a big thing because of our false beliefs, and our coming from a place of lack has really stopped a lot of those things from coming to us, because we really don't believe it. Even if we want it, we don't believe that it's possible, and so it can't come to us if we don't have that faith that it is. And so put some new things in place for yourself for the new year that you're going to work on to make yourself more grounded and more, focused on every day waking up with appreciation and going to bed with appreciation and feeling as good as you possibly can, and watching yourself and noticing, what things trigger you and what things are easier for you and what you default to. All those things I've been doing and learning a lot about myself. It's like me getting to know me, just like when you get to know someone else and what they like, what they don't like, and how they, how they are. And it's the same thing, but it's you getting to know you. And it's very curious and fun, and you'd be surprised the things that, that come out when you let them. That but you don't know. I don't know how else to say it, but when you allow that to happen, if you have some alone time, like I want to get myself a karaoke microphone and just be in a room by myself and just really sing and play and dance and just do whatever I want and use my voice and let my body, be flexible and have fun and not be so straight-laced, I guess, about things, because I'm an adult and I'm not supposed to be doing these things. Now, I'm not able to do them really out and about with a lot of people yet, but the first step is just to be comfortable with you, and then it'll just, flow as it naturally should. And we're all different, so it comes in different ways and different forms, and that's perfect. That's okay. The diversity of this world is wonderful. And I call all of this stepping into the unknown, because we're comfortable with the familiar, even if it's not that much fun and we don't like it, and it's just not really taking us anywhere. We're just used to being comfortable and safe, and we don't stretch and try different things and allow ourselves to be something that there's something that's drawing us, something that's pulling us, something that is saying we want more. And many people are really experiencing this, and it's very exciting because we can have more, and we start realizing that, I create my own reality, so I can make it what I want. I can have more friends. Like I said, I've got people around me that are my neighbors that we weren't really that close or barely knew each other, and now we're closer, and the connection's been made, and we're realizing that we have more in common than we thought, as far as opening up to the idea of the law of attraction, and how, you know, as spirit beings, we have so many different things that are being ready to be awakened and tapped into, and we're helping each other through different, you know, different scenarios that are going on. And now I have another neighbor who, she paints, and I asked her if she would be willing to teach me, and so she said yeah. So, you know, just things like that. They don't have to be big major things, but just anything that gives you, you know, another creative idea, another direction to go in, that it may or may not work out, you know, but hey, it's fun to try and see where it takes you. It could be something wonderful that's ready for you. So look at those opportunities, and know that they're probably all around you. And once you allow yourself to believe that and trust that through faith, that something that has never been can be. It's just really kind of magical how that works. But again, when you understand the law of attraction, it makes perfect sense. You know, whatever vibration you're putting out there, if it's happy, 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 and appreciative, then more of those kinds of people and things will come to you to be happy about and appreciative. And the opposite is true, of course. If you're miserable and complaining all the time, then more of those things are going to happen to validate that miserable, complaining, you know, feeling, mood. So it's up to us to, you know, decide what we want to attract into our reality. Rendezvous with people that are fun and interesting and help us to stretch and grow, or just stay in a box and don't allow ourselves to, you know, reach out and do something that's out of our comfort zone. You realize once you do it, it's just really exciting and fun. And you stepping into the unknown is like the best place you can be, because there's no list of how it's going to get done. You know, it's the unknown. So anything can happen and everything can happen. There's no, okay, well, this has already happened, I already know how this is going to go, or whatever, you know. No, it's a clean slate, so to speak. You're just opening the door to anything and everything that might come into your reality, because you are stepping into the unknown. And it's scary and fun, and it's very healthy and good. It's very healthy and good. It will, I mean, from last year to this year coming up, you know, my whole entire life has changed in so many ways. And this year coming up is going to be even more so that way, because I have determined it to be. And I don't know the details, not my job. I just put out there what I want. You know, I am happy, I am peace, I am joy, I am friendly, I am abundant, I am healthy, I am whole. All of the things that you want to put out there, those vibrations will become more and more who you are, because that's what you're proclaiming to the universe, and the law of attraction will respond to that. So it's a good time, you know, to do that, with this year wrapping up and the new year coming in. Bring yourself to a place of incredible things, and don't look back. Just stay in the power of the now and realize, you know, how wonderful your life really is, separate from everyone that's in your life and every event that's happening, whether it's a job or just people around you and things going on, you are taking care of you. And in that place, you're able to find solutions and find the power and the clarity to know the best, route to take. You just hear that still small voice from within and you just follow it, and it takes you exactly where you need to go. You really have to trust it and know that if you're willing, then it will take you there. And that's the key, is to be willing. So I would encourage everyone in that way to take the first step, and then the next step, and then the next step, and it'll all come together for you, because the universe is working all the time for us, for you. And once you understand that law, you can utilize it the way that you need to for your pleasure, for your satisfaction. It's like when you're playing a game and you just don't get it. But as soon as you get it, you're really good at the game. You're like, oh yeah, and you figure this out and that out, and more strategies and more ways to, make things happen the way you want them to, and it just becomes more and more fun. And it's the same idea with the law of attraction. Like anything else, the more you practice it, the more you know what it's about, what not to do and what to do, and remember that it's a journey. It's not just a one-time thing that, okay, I got it and on we go. It's like, no, it's an unfolding of your life, that every step of the way, you feel more and more pleasure and power, because you realize, I am creating this, and if I can create this, then I can create that. And everything is possible. I have been using little index cards, and then I write down, how do I feel when I think about money? And then I'll write down on the card in colorful matte pencils. I love color, and it just really makes me feel good. So I'll pick different colors for each word, and I'll put, how do I feel about money? And not how I actually feel, but how I want to feel, how I should feel about money. I shouldn't feel worried and jealous and complaining. Those are not the vibrations that I want to put out there. So I don't put those on my index card, but I feel calm, I feel assured, I feel it's free flowing, and it's fun, and it's always there for me, and my cup overflows with abundance. Anything that you want to feel about money, then you put that on your card, and that becomes, as you practice it, that becomes more and more your point of attraction when that issue, that topic is brought up. Instead of defaulting to worried and anxious and jealous, or upset because so and so has this and I don't, or whatever it is, your natural emotion will be awesome. It's fun, it's exciting, and I am abundant, and look at all that I already have, and look how much wonderful things I'm able to do with it. And really start coming from a place of appreciation and abundance, as if you already have it, this unlimited bank account that continues to flow whenever you need it. It's just there for you. And then when it's flowing out because you're paying bills, or buying groceries or whatever, you can have appreciation for that too, because look at all the people you're helping when you buy groceries. Instead of complaining about the price, which will just bring you more lack of money and, kind of keep you stuck, you start appreciating and saying, I'm helping so many people when I buy groceries. I'm helping, the people that check me out at the register, and the people that stock the groceries, the people that own the grocery store, the people that, produce the food, and the people that, the truck drivers that bring the food to us. I'm helping all of these people when I buy my groceries. And I know that's way different than what we've ever considered, but try it, and it really is so much better. It's really much better. I mean, we're supposed to be thankful in all things and appreciative of everything that we have. And when we are, more things to appreciate come to us. And so that's what we need to look at. And we need to, if someone else is abundant, we think, oh, well, that's not fair. They grew up with it, or somebody gave it to them, or, whatever we want to say about it. You're just, pinching yourself off from the abundance, because you can't look at that in that way and think it's going to come to you, because you've already said, I don't want that, because look at this, look at that. When someone is abundant, no matter how they got it, or how much it is, or how they're spending it, you need to say, wow, if they can do it through the law of attraction, I can too. So when they're abundant, you're abundant. So you look at it that way, and you start feeling this incredible, happiness for everyone that's abundant. And you don't complain about it. You don't say anything negative about it at all. You just feel very, very, very good about it, because it's really showing you that it's possible for everyone and anyone, and there's no, like I said, there's no favoritism with the law of attraction. It's even with people that have a lot of money, if they start coming from a place of lack and like, oh, I'm going to lose it and I better, hang on, whatever, then their money will start dwindling away, because they're focusing on the lack again. So it doesn't matter who has money and how much money they have and how they spend it. None of that is our business, for one. I mean, if somebody saw, the money that I have and what I do with my money, they might have something to say about it, and it's none of their business. It's none of anybody's business. We do what we want to do with what is ours. And so we need to be happy for everyone that's abundant in whatever way they are, and just know that if they are abundant, then I am too. And just say, this is a sharing. No one is taking anything away from you. It's very boundless in the supply that is out there. The more we desire things, the more they come to us. So it's not our concern as to how it's going to come, or when it's going to come, or how much it's going to come. The more we embrace the vibration of abundance, and not just with money, but with peace, and with joy, and with love, and with friendship, and with clarity and wisdom, and, fill in the blank. Abundance is feeling good. That's the vibration of abundance. So as you're feeling good, more and more abundance will come to you. It just, like I say, it's a journey. So it's not just going to snap your fingers and it's going to happen. That wouldn't really be a very good way to have things work. I mean, we think, wow, that'd be cool. But we get bored with that really fast. If we could just snap our fingers and have everything we want right now, we wouldn't really understand ourselves and the law of attraction, and how we can continue to be abundant. So there's a process that takes place for a reason, and it's just having that joy of playing in the clay, as I like to say, as like a pottery wheel. And you're molding and shaping the thoughts and emotions of your life. And as you do that, you'll see the different shapes and forms that it takes because of that. Whether it's negative or positive, you're learning to say, okay, I see how this works. So I am just really excited for the new year and happy to end this year in a very, good way with family and friends that I know. And now I don't have to rely on them to for approval, so I can enjoy, the gatherings much more. So I'm not judging anymore, and I'm not attached in an unhealthy way. I've set myself free and I've set them free. So it's just so much different when you're in that place. You can enjoy yourself in such a different way, in such a more free and relaxed, fun way, because you're not taking things so seriously and looking outside of yourself for any kind of validation. You just feel really, really good because you are you, and that is enough. That is enough. And anything that comes beyond that is just an enhancement of who you are already, you know. So use that idea, or find your own ideas, because I do have index cards, for all kinds of things. How do I feel when I think of relationships? How do I feel when I think of meditation? How do I feel when I think of waking up in the morning? You could put anything in there and then make those words, and then, say them to yourself over and over and over, so that becomes your new belief about that subject. And you will find yourself in a very different place pretty quickly if you really, do the energy work and really feel it as you're practicing it. It's not, like I say, like a mantra or just positive affirmations that really have no power. This is resonance with the words, the energy of the words that you're putting on your index card. And it's very, very different, when you actually, how does calm feel, and allow yourself to feel that really calm place, so that when the idea of, the subject of money comes up, you just calm. You're no longer in that worried place. You default now to calm and assured and joy and fun, and your cup's overflowing. And that's so much better than what you had before, at least for me with money. So you can use whatever it is. And I've also started journaling more on a regular basis, only from a place of abundance. You don't want to journal and write things down when you're in a bad feeling place. You don't want to get that momentum going and activate those things any more than you have to. You want to find that relief as best you can in those moments, and go to sleep, distract yourself, whatever you can do to get out of that mode. But when you're in a really good feeling place, you can definitely journal and write the things down that you can see your energy work is paying off. It's making a difference. It's doing amazing things. And just keep that momentum going. Like I say, 17 seconds. And you're there, and you just keep going and going and going. And the law of attraction will bring you more and more of those positive ideas and thoughts, because that's how it works. So just, come up with your own ideas, things that work for you, that resonate with you. These are just some that I do that work for me. Like I say, coloring, or playing my drum, or singing, or, I'm going to get my karaoke microphone. That's going to be a new experience for me. So anything, you could think of that sets you free and gives you that fun place to go to keep you kind of balanced and in that place where you're not so serious about everything. Because when you're serious about everything, life is not fun, and you don't find solutions. So you need to keep it light and know that solutions will come when you're not focusing on the problem. you're just saying, oh, solutions are coming and I know it's just going to be fine and it's all going to work out just great. You really understand the power of your thoughts and your mind. When you go to that negative place, those triggers come or whatever, and you see how dark things get really fast, and you realize, I'm just making this stuff up. I have no idea what's going to happen, and yet I'm going to the worst case scenario and saying all these things in my head that haven't even happened yet, and yet I'm going to make them happen in a way because my vibration is out there. And you realize, okay, well, I'm just going to flip it and have this positive best case scenario, in my mind. We just, it's interesting and curious to me. We all tend to go to the worst case scenario first and foremost, instead of the best case scenario and solutions and feeling good and knowing from a place of abundance. I mean, we need to really, understand what our thoughts and emotions are and how we can use them to have better lives. And it'll just open up so many doors. You'll just be so excited for everything, because everything will be exciting. Everything will be exciting, and it'll just be a whole different perspective that your eyes are looking through now. And just say, I'm going to step into the unknown. I'm going to step into the unknown and let my life flow as I focus on feeling good and knowing that I'm worthy, and I don't need to have anyone validate me, or that I need to let someone else think that I'm supposed to validate them. We have to stand in our power and really let others stand in their power and figure things out. And it's kind of crazy, because I'm listening to these Hallmark movies and I see that over and over and over, this pattern where they're in this really crazy, situation, and instead of like freaking out and, just really going to the worst case scenario situation, whoever they're talking to about it, just briefly, they don't even talk about it that much. They keep it really short and sweet, and they don't talk about their problem that much. The little bit that they say, and then the other person just says, well, you'll figure it out. It'll be fine. You'll figure it out. And they don't really have this big, long conversation to keep that, negative momentum going with the problem. And they just encourage these people, whether it's the daughter or the parent or the employee or whatever it may be, you'll figure it out. It's not going to be fine. And they don't give it a lot of airtime. They just move on, and then as they go about their business and just keep on going and letting life flow and not getting into this negative, dark place, things do work out. They really do. And I know those are movies, but they really do work out, and they're teaching us, like I say, about the law of attraction and how different it can be when we do things in a way that connects us with the law of attraction in a positive way, in a way that benefits us, without even saying the words, law of attraction. That's what it is. That's what it is. And so, like I say, come up with your own ideas, share with me. I would love to hear from you. I'm so excited that I have my subscribers and I'm still doing my videos. It's me speaking to me through me, my spirit, and to all of you. And if it resonates with you, I'm super excited for you and would love to hear from you. Questions or ideas, comments, whatever you would like to share. So enjoy your holidays, Merry Christmas, and have the most wonderful time with the new information in your hand, and give yourself a break. Don't freak out and go to a crazy place if things don't work as you wanted. It's a process, it's a journey, and it will all be okay. You breathe through it, and you remember who you are, and you get back on track. You know, I mean, we're always on track, so to speak, because even in those moments we're learning and growing. But you know what I'm saying? It's like the quicker you can do it, the better to stop that momentum. But sometimes we just have to go there. But you just feel it kind of separate from yourself and let it be and then move on. So either way, you're going to move on and you're going to feel good again. And even better than before, because that's just how it is. Like you learn so much more and you feel so much more empowered and inspired that it just takes you higher and higher and higher. So step into the unknown, figure out some things that you want to do for the new year, and we'll talk again soon. And Happy New Year to you. And I will be talking to you again very soon. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.